Good afternoon. Today we are with Tori Branum, who's running for Georgia House District 20. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
I'm excited to have you. Voting is already underway. We're going to see the election next Tuesday, and so I have a few questions for you. First off, what do you think is the biggest issue or challenge that needs to be addressed, and how do you plan on solving that if you're elected?
Well, being that I'm not a politician, I'm a small business owner and a veteran, so I'm out with the community and I see things firsthand. I decided I would go through my district, talk to everyone, see what the need was. So I've talked to farmers, rural hospitals, private pharmacies, teachers, small business owners, citizens, and I saw what some of the needs were that needed to be addressed, and people really feel left behind. So I would love, if elected, to be able to go in and actually address those individual needs, and that I can sit back and go, okay, I've worked for my district, and I'm working hard for all the issues that people have. Take the emails, take the phone calls, and actually do something about it, because we have rural hospitals that are about to close down. Insurance is killing the pharmacies, the doctor's offices. They're doing everything they can just to keep their doors open. The farmers aren't getting enough grant money with the cost of seed and fertilizer. So we have a huge surplus in Georgia from our budget. And let me tell you, food is a national security. So if farmers aren't taken care of, we don't have food and clothes. And those are things that you don't think about daily when you go about your activities. Small business owners are making just enough money to keep their doors open. Property taxes through the roof. Most people that rent because they don't have the credit to buy a home, or they don't have the ability to do the maintenance and things. Well, what's happening is every time they raise property tax, and it affects rental properties because they have to jack up the rent. So essentially people can't afford to live in those homes, and they end up being forced to move. So that's a crisis. Taxes theft. In all honesty, people never really own their property. There is going to be a question on the ballot about abolishing the IRS and creating a fair tax. I think that's a great thing. But mostly, when you're elected to a district, there's 8 counties. It's an agri-trail. It's mostly rural. We love our guns, and protecting our Second Amendment is huge with me. I'm a firearms trainer, and people hear a lot of what the media says, and it freaks them out. And they just need to know that I will work for them and protect our Second Amendment as well. So there's a lot of work that needs to be done.
All right. Now, how's your background and experience prepared you for this role?
Well, I spent 8 years in the Marine Corps, and I'm a small business owner. I'm a mom. I was a military spouse for 10 years. So I've had a lot of roles and wore a lot of hats. And so I can relate to the small business owner aspect, or the family aspect, the mom aspect, and just knowing what people need. I don't live in a corporate bubble where I have corporate interests. I know that I've been in the trenches with people, and especially as a small business owner, it's feast or famine. And owning a home is hard right now, and the price of gas and groceries. I know what it's like to have to put something back that you can't buy on your grocery list because you don't have the money. Mm-hmm. So just being a relatable America First person who can represent and be a voice in Atlanta and say, no, we're not going to just keep passing this law and amending this law, and actually enforce the ones that we have. Illegal immigration is a huge issue with people right now.
All right. Now, what would progress look like to you if you're elected?
Well, to save our rural hospitals, people will be able to go to work and know that they don't risk losing their business, that they can go home at night and have food in their refrigerator, and that they're not getting taxed to death, and that their Second Amendment is protected. Just the basic needs of, things that make people feel like they're secure, and to know that somebody's in their corner fighting for them. And to know that even if we can't get everything fixed, that we can at least work towards it, and that they know that somebody's in their corner.
All right. Well, thank you so much, Ms. Tori. Now, for the full interview and to find out more about the upcoming election, head on over to our website, 41NBC.com. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.